Okay, so the recording for YouTube is on now. Let's all do our Hare Krishna Mahamantra together. You can join me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We can sing together. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda, Sri Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Goranitai, Jaya Goranitai, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. I'm going to share the verses on the screen and then I will read out your names to inform everyone who the reciters are today. Okay, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So this evening's reciters are Sakshi Mataji in Sanskrit and Mitali Mataji in English, reading from Canto 3, Chapter 32, verses 16 to 29. At 8:40, we have a very nice bhajan sung by Mamta Mataji called Vraja Jana Sukhakari. The English translation will be by Dear Pavani. Sakshi Mataji, could you please start with the Om Namo Bhagavate invocation prayer 3 times before reciting the verses, please? Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for giving me this opportunity for the recitations today. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Canto 3, Text 32, Text 16. ये त्व इहात्सप्तमनसा कर्मसु श्रद्धयान्वितः कुर्वन्त्यप्रतिषिद्धानि नित्यानपि च कृत्स्नशः।
Hare Krishna. Persons who are too addicted to this material world execute their prescribed duties very nicely and with great faith. They daily perform all such prescribed duties with attachment to the fruitive result.
रजसा कुण्ठमनस कामात् कामो न जितेन्द्रियः पितॄन् यजन्त्यनुदीदन् गृहेष्वभिरताशयाः।
Such persons, impelled by the mood of passion, are full of anxieties and always aspire for sense gratification due to uncontrolled senses. They worship the forefathers and are busy day and night improving the economic condition of their family, social, or national life.
त्रैवर्गिकास्ते पुरुषा विमुखा हरिमेधसः कथायां कथनीयोरु विक्रमस्य मधुविशः।
Such persons are called Vargika because they are interested in the three evaluating processes. They are averse to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who can give relief to the unconditional soul. They are not interested in the Supreme Personality's pastimes, which are worth hearing because of his transcendental prowess.
नूनं दैवेन विहता ये चाच्युतकथासुधां हित्वा शृण्वत्यसत्कथाः पुरुषमिव विभुजः।
Such persons are condemned by the supreme order of the Lord because they are averse to the nectar of the activities of the Supreme Personality Godhead. They are compared to stool eating hogs. They give up hearing the transcendental activities of the Lord and indulge in hearing of the abominable activities of materialistic persons.
दक्षिणेन पथार्यां नः पितृलोकं व्रजन्ति ते प्रजामनुप्रजायन्ते श्मशानान्तक्रियाकृतः।
Such materialistic persons are allowed to go to a planet called Pittiloka by the southern coast of the sun. But they again come back to this planet and take birth in their own families, beginning again the same fruity activities from birth to the end of life.
ततस्ते क्षीणसुकृतः पुनर्लोकम् इमं सति पतन्ति विवशा देवेः सद्यो विभ्रंशितोदयः।
When the results of their pious activities are exhausted, they fall down by higher arrangement and again come back to this planet, just as any person raised to a high position sometimes all of a sudden falls.
तस्मात् त्वं सर्वभावेन भजस्व परमेष्ठिनं तत्गुणाश्रयया भक्त्या भजनीयपदाम्बुजम्।
My dear mother, I therefore advise that you take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for his lotus feet are worth worshipping. Accept this with all devotion and love, for thus you can be situated in transcendental devotional service.
वासुदेवे भगवती भक्तियोगः प्रयोजितः जनयत्याशु वैराग्यं ज्ञानं यत् ब्रह्मदर्शनम्।
Engagement in Krishna consciousness and application of devotional service unto Krishna make it possible to advance in knowledge and detachment as well as in self-realization.
यदास्य चित्तम् अर्थेषु समस्व इन्द्रिया वृत्तिभिः न निविगृह्णति वैषम्यं प्रियम् अप्रियम् इत्युत.
The exalted devotee's mind becomes occupied in sensory activities, and he is transcendental to that which is agreeable and not agreeable.
स तदैवात्मनात्मानं निःसङ्गमसमदर्शनं हेयोपादेयरहित मारूढं पदमीक्षते.
Because of his transcendental intelligence, the pure devotee is equipped in his vision and sees himself to be uncontaminated by matter. He does not see anything as superior or inferior, and he feels himself elevated to the transcendental platform of being equal in qualities and with Supreme Person.
ज्ञानमात्रं परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेश्वर पुमान् दृश्यादिभिः पृथक् भावेर् भगवानेक ईयते.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead alone is complete transcendental knowledge, but according to the different process of understanding, he appears differently, either as impersonal Brahman, as Paramatma, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or as the Purusha Avatara.
एतावानेव योगेन समग्रेणेह योगिनः युज्यते भीमतो यार्थो यत्सङ्गस्तु कृत्स्नशः.
The greatest common understanding for all yogis is complete detachment from matter, which can be achieved by different kinds of yoga.
ज्ञानम् एकं पराचेनेर् इन्द्रियैर्ब्रह्म निर्गुणम् अवभात्यर्थरूपेण भ्रान्त्यशब्दादिदमिर्ना.
Those who are averse to the transcendence realize the supreme absolute truth differently through speculative sense perception, and therefore, because of mistaken speculation, everything appears to them to be relative.
यथा महान् अहं रूपास् त्रिव्रत् पञ्चविधात् स्वराट् एकादश विधस्तस्य वपुरण्ड जगत्यतः.
From the total energy, the material tattva, the Mahat tattva, I have manifested the false ego, the three modes of material nature, the five material elements, the individual consciousness, the elevation senses, and the material body. Similarly, the entire universe has come from the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for giving me this opportunity. Please forgive me for any mistakes. Hare Krishna.
Please forgive me for any mistake. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Sakshi Mataji and Mitali Mataji, for the beautiful recitations. Thank you. So while waiting for Srilalita Susevini Mataji to facilitate the class, to join us and facilitate the class, I will recite the Mangalacharan prayer. So you can all join me behind muted mics. Thank you. Let's all put our hands together and let's pray very sincerely. ॐ ज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Utapadakkamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gora Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Srilalita Susevini Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much for facilitating our class today, Mataji. You're most welcome. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna, all the devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for beautiful recitations and thank you for doing the Manglacharan. Mataji very beautifully sung. So now I will start sharing my screen for today's verses. Please let me know if you can see.
Yes, Mataji, we can see. Thank you.
So, yes, before starting, I just want to do Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत् शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्ण पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तना हृदयन्तस्थो भद्राणि विधुनोति सुहृत्सतां नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So beautiful chapter and beautiful description of as in the form of Kapil Dev. I think I have gone through short courses of Srimad Bhagavatam, some long courses of Srimad Bhagavatam, but reading it in more depth with the group, chat group, and in allowing me and giving me opportunity to go deeper into the teachings of Kapil Muni has really opened my own eyes, going through various form of material entanglements, devotional service, and so many revelations have come in this canto 3, especially in Kapil Muni's instructions to Devavati. It's beautiful pastime. We must all go through it again and again, and it is also mentioned in the end of canto 3, last few verses, that whoever recites, reads, hears, or shares or discuss Kapil Muni's teachings with others, they are promised that they will go back to Godhead. So obviously, then intensity of our faith and sincerity has to be there, because I don't know if you have heard about Gokarna and Dhundukari's past this story, where in Glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is in Padma Puran, where uh, there are two brothers. I will not go in detail, but quickly, just want to tell you the glories of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam is that there are two brothers. One has now passed away. He was very impious and very, very sinful, offensive. He was killed by the ladies with whom he used to associate with, or prostitutes, and then he became a pret. He got a body of a ghost. And his brother Gokarna, who had ears like cows because he was born from the body of a cow, but he had a human body, but ears of a cow. He was very pious and used to follow Sanatan Dharma, Vedic culture, very sincerely, and very devoted to Lord. So his brother who died and become a pret, he actually came in his dream and told him that I haven't got liberation. I'm suffering. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I have nowhere to go. I'm suffering in this body. It's more, the suffering now that I'm feeling now is more than when I was alive. So it's a hellish situation. Please, it's only you who can deliver me, because that brother who was a ghost now, he killed his parents. He killed his Brahmana father and mother also. So he imagine the amount of sin and offenses on his head, that he now became a pret. So it was very, very high level of sins that he had committed. Now he's asking his brother to help him. So his brother, being very kind, compassionate, and qualities of a brahmana, he tried to help him by doing various type of pindadan and pitra pujas and all. He went to various brahmanas all over the country, but he didn't get any solution, because the amount of sins and the heaviness of sins that Dhundukari had created were beyond expectations. So now finally what happened, he was then instructed that he should do Bhagavad Katha. 7 days of Bhagavad Katha he should do, and the soul and the pret's body should actually go into a bamboo stick. So he was asked to keep a bamboo stick near the near the area where they'll do recitation of Bhagavatam, and the bamboo stick will have 7 turns, and each day, it was 7 days katha, just like Shukadeva Goswami heard 7 days. So each day when they'll hear the Bhagavatam katha, the ghost will also hear, and it will uncurl itself. The bamboo stick had 7 curls, so it will uncurl itself. And on the 7th day, the ghost will come out of the bamboo stick and he will be delivered. So that was the plan. So they all heard, the relatives, the friends, and the neighbors were all called for Bhagavad Katha, because it is something to relish for everyone, not just alone, but all should hear it together. So everyone came, assembled, and they were hearing Bhagavad Katha, and the bamboo stick was there, in which Dhindukari, the host, he took shelter inside the bamboo stick. Now, on the 7th day, as instructed, as said before, on the 7th day, all the bamboo stick got uncurled, and the ghost actually came out of the bamboo stick. And guess what happened? He got a form, 4-handed form of Lord Vishnu, just because he heard Srimad Bhagavatam very, very sincerely and with all hope that this is the only thing that I have. I have nothing. I don't even have a body now. No shelter. Just he was completely helpless. No one was going to help him, but he was so much suffering that he knew that only Lord can save me. So he heard very carefully Bhagavad Katha for 7 days, and special Vishnu Yan came to take him back to Godhead. Imagine. So this is the outcome, or this is what happens when someone completely surrenders to the Lord. He gets the form of Lord. He got the form of Lord after getting a ghost body. Now he's got beautiful form of Lord Vishnu. In quality also became like Lord Vishnu, and everyone saw in the sabha, in the katha, that he was taken back in a golden plane to Vishnu Loka by the Vishnu Dutas. Now the question was that everyone else who was sitting there, they were also listening to katha. They should also get the same form. Why didn't they go? Because they were not hearing attentively.
Like we all have this quality, or maybe we all get distracted. Sometimes we're thinking about other things. We are not very sincerely listening. We are not fully surrendered. We are not attentive. We are not submissive, having doubts about the speaker or doubts about the theory. Or sometimes we are sleeping, falling asleep during the katha. So all these are impediments in our bhakti. Even the merits that you get after hearing Bhagavad Katha, it also has different levels. Based on our sincerity and intentions, we get the results. So all those people, because they knew that they didn't go back to Godhead because they didn't hear attentively, they said, okay, we'll do again 7 days katha. And then they heard it very carefully, and they all went, got Vishnu, four-handed Vishnu form, and they all went back to Godhead. So this is the outcome of being very sincere and surrendered to the Lord, that you get delivered. Even if you have done most abominable actions, Krishna will save you. But we should not intentionally commit offenses on the strength of holy names, which is also one of the 10 offenses. So it's a beautiful pastime. So entanglement, this chapter particularly is chapter 32, about the entanglement in fruitive activities. So here in our previous sessions also, we saw that Kapil Muni is saying what? He's saying that a person who comes, finally the baby, when he comes out of the womb and he comes into this material world, he first, in a previous chapter, Kapil Muni told everything what happens to the fetus in the womb, and all the sufferings he has to go through in the womb. It's not something to be very happy about, because the soul has now again come to another mother's womb. We should actually pray that we should not come back in a mother's womb again, and we should go back to Godhead. But now we celebrate this thing, but we don't think that this poor soul has come back due to some desires and some maybe some anartha or some pending karma. So he has come back. Now it is the responsibility of the father, mother, and the caretakers to take that soul back to Godhead, by to deliver that soul, by looking after that soul. But now finally the soul has come out. He's come from the womb of the mother, and now he's got in contact with the three modes of material nature. Now there's some senses involved in touching, smelling, eating, and all the other activities of sense enjoyment, and then he becomes entangled in this material world, which is what Kapil Muni is saying, entanglement in fruitive activities. We think that we'll accumulate more, we'll get fire senses. This house is mine, this wife is mine, these children are mine, and um, and then there was something that Kapil Muni has mentioned a word, the four types of elevating processes that elevates a soul. There were four types. So one was religious practices, the other one was economic development, the other one was sense gratification, and the final one was liberation. These are the four elevating processes that the soul goes through. And usually what happens, most of the people will take the three processes, that is sense gratification, religious activities, and socio-economic development. But that is all for their own self-interest, nothing to do with the liberation. We're least interested in self-realization and liberation. We're mostly interested in other three elevating processes. I think there was a name given to it, three, by looking for that name. If you go back, you'll see into possible. Yeah, it is somewhere. I'll find out if I can see that name. If not, that's fine. But yeah, three type. Yeah, it's here. Such persons are called Trivargika, because they are more interested in these three types of elevating processes. They are interested in three elevating processes, and they are not interested in taking shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And they are very happy in doing religious activities. It's not that they are not happy. They are happy in doing religious activities. They do sacrifices, they do havans, they do pious activities, but they're just, the goal behind, intention behind those activities is for advancement of these three things: economic development, social status, and maybe after death they think about elevating to heavenly planets. So that is what their intentions are. and their name Krishna has given them Traivargika. Now, now they cannot actually relish the activities of Supreme Personality of Godhead and have faith, because they have nothing to do with it. They are not worried about this material world. They are happy to come back also. So much attached they are to the senses and sense activities, not thinking about their actual outcome. So it's also compared, these people are actually compared to, do you anyone remember from past sessions that these people are actually compared to someone? Analogy was given. These people who know that the end is going to be very bad, but they still won't stop their activities. They're actually compared to stool eaters, imagine. And they compare to hogs, stool eaters, because what happens to the hogs, no matter how much milk preparations or delicious preparations you will offer to them, they will reject it, because they have made themselves too much attached to stool eating, that they don't fancy any other delicious item that you'll offer to them. In the same way, a materialistic person, although he knows that these activities I'm involved in are not beneficial for me, just like stool is not beneficial for the hog, in the same way, these person will go for such activities without even thinking about what they are actually feeding themselves is not good for them. So Prabhupada says, and Krishna himself is saying, that this material world is not at all to be happy about, that I'm in this material, I've got so and so. There's nothing to be happy about in this material world. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Nothing can give us happiness in this material world. It's only spiritual reality that can give us happiness. And this is just an illusion. So we should not settle for less, and we should not settle here thinking that this is my home, or this is the place where I belong to. We don't belong to this place either. And today's verses for discussion are 25 and 26, and I'm also conscious of the time because we will also have bhajan in the end. So 3.32.25. तत्तदैवात्मनात्मानं निःसङ्गं सम्मदर्शनं हेयोपादेयरहितम् आरुद्धं padam ikshate. Translation: because of his transcendental intelligence, the pure devotee is equiposed in his vision and sees himself to be uncontaminated by matter. He does not see anything as superior or inferior, and he feels himself elevated to the transcendental platform of being equal in qualities with the Supreme Person. Purport, would anyone like to read the first paragraph?
May I read, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, thank you.
Yeah. Perception of the disagreeable arises from attachment. A devotee has no personal attachment to anything. Therefore, for him, there is no question of agreeable or disagreeable. For the service of the Lord, he can accept anything, even though it may be disagreeable to his personal interest. In fact, he is completely free from personal interest, and thus anything agreeable to the Lord is agreeable to him. For example, for Arjuna, at first fighting was not agreeable, but when he understood that the fighting was agreeable to the Lord, he accepted the fighting as agreeable. That is the position of a pure devotee. For his personal interest, there is nothing which is agreeable or disagreeable. Everything is done for the Lord, and therefore he is free from attachment and detachment. That is the transcendental stage of neutrality. A pure devotee enjoys life in the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji. So the next verse. Okay, 32.26. ज्ञानमात्रं परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेश्वरः पुमान् दर्श्यादिभिः पृथग्भावैर् भगवानेक ईयते. Translation: the Supreme Personality of Godhead alone is complete transcendental knowledge, but according to the different processes of understanding, he appears differently, either as impersonal Brahman, as Paramatma, as Supreme Personality of Godhead, or as Purusha Avatara. Purport. Any volunteers?
May I please, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, thank you.
Thank you. The word drashya dibihi is significant. According to Jiva Goswami, drishi means jnana, philosophical research. By different processes of philosophical research under different concepts, such as the process of jnana yoga, the same Bhagavan or Supreme Personality of Godhead is understood as impersonal Brahman. Similarly, by the eightfold yoga system, he appears as the Paramatma. But in pure Krishna consciousness or knowledge in purity, when one tries to understand the absolute truth, one realizes him as the Supreme Person, the the transcendence is realized simply on the basis of knowledge. The words used here, Paramatmas, Veshvara, Puman, are all transcendental and they refer to Supersoul. Supersoul is also described as Purusha, but the word Bhagavan directly refers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is full of six opulences: wealth, fame, strength, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. He is the personality of Godhead in different spiritual skies. The various descriptions of Paramatma, Ishvara, and Puman indicate that the expansions of the Supreme Godhead are unlimited. Ultimately, to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one has to accept Bhakti Yoga. By executing Jnana Yoga or Dhyana Yoga, one has to eventually approach the Bhakti Yoga platform, and then Paramatma, Ishvara, Puman, etc. are all clearly understood. It is recommended in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam that whether one is a devotee or fruitive actor or liberationist, if he is intelligent enough, he should engage himself with all seriousness in the process of devotional service. It is also explained that whatever one desires, which is obtainable by fruitive activities, even if one wants to be elevated to higher planets, can be achieved simply by execution of devotional service. Since the Supreme Lord is full in six opulences, he can bestow any one of them upon the worshipper. Shall I continue, Mataji?
Is there any other volunteers who want to do? Oh, okay, Mataji, then you continue.
Okay, thank you. The Supreme Personality of Godhead reveals himself to different thinkers as the Supreme Person or impersonal Brahman or Paramatma. Impersonalists merge into the impersonal Brahman, but that is not achieved by worshipping the impersonal Brahman. If one takes to devotional service and at the same time desires to merge into the existence of the Supreme Lord, he can achieve that. If someone desires at all to merge into the existence of the Supreme, he has to execute devotional service. The devotee can see the Supreme Lord face to face, but the Jnani or emphoric philosopher and the yogi cannot. They cannot be elevated to the positions of associates of the Lord. There is no evidence in the scriptures stating that by cultivating knowledge or worshipping the impersonal Brahman, one can become a personal associate of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, nor by executing the yogic principles can one become an associate of the Supreme Godhead. Impersonal Brahman being formless, is described as adrishya because the impersonal effulgence of Brahma Jyoti covers the face of the Supreme Lord. Some yogis see the four-handed Vishnu sitting within the heart, and therefore, in their case, also the Supreme Lord is invisible. Only for devotees is the Lord visible. Here the statement Drishya Adibihi is significant, since the Supreme Personality of Godhead is invisible and visible. There are different features of the Lord. The Paramatma feature and the Brahman feature are invisible, but the Bhagavan feature is visible. In the Vishnu Purana, this fact is very nicely explained. The universal form of the Lord and the formless Brahman effulgence of the Lord being invisible are inferior features. The concept of the universal form is material, and the concept of impersonal Brahman is spiritual, but the highest spiritual understanding is the personality of Godhead. The Vishnu Purana states, Vishnur Brahma Svarupena Svayam Eva Vyavastitaha. Brahman's real feature is Vishnu, or the Supreme Brahman is Vishnu, Svayam Eva. That is his personal feature. The supreme spiritual conception is the supreme personality of Godhead. It is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Yad Gatva na Nivartante Tad Dhamma Paramam Mama. That specific abode called Paramam Mama is the place from which once one attains it, one does not return to this miserable conditional life. Every place, every space, and everything belongs to Vishnu, but where he personally lives is Tad Dhamma Paramam, his supreme abode. One has to make one's destination the supreme abode of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. So, yes, before going to 25 and 26, why is Krishna in verse 25, Kapil Muni in verse 25, he's telling about some of the qualities of a pure devotee. But why is he saying that? We were talking about material entanglement, isn't it? So, because he first narrated and shared with his mother about the nature of material nature, and how we are entangled, what thoughts we have, what kind of people they are, why do they get entangled, what are the wishes, and what is their destination. And then he tells, my dear mother, in verse 22, he's saying, my dear mother, I therefore advise you to take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for his lotus feet are worth worshipping. Accept this with all devotion and love, for thus you can be situated in transcendental devotional service. There was something very beautiful that I read in the purport of this verse, where he's actually now instructing his mother to take to devotional service. So in the purport, there was in the last verse, last paragraph, yes. Devotional service in full Krishna consciousness is the only means for attaining the highest perfection of life for a human being. This is recommended herein by Lord Kapil to his mother. Bhakti is therefore nirguna. What does that mean? Nirguna, free from all tinges of material qualities. Guna means qualities and nir means free from. So free from what qualities? Free from the material dualities and material qualities. Nirguna. Although the discharge of devotional service appears to be like material activities, it is never saguna or contaminated by material qualities. Why? We do so many, Krishna instructs Arjuna also in Bhagavad Gita that you should perform your occupational duties. And people, maybe they're taking to other process of spiritual realization or other processes, may think that, what are you doing, Krishna conscious people, I mean devotees, what are you doing? You are still going out, you are still doing your worldly activities, or you are not detached from your worldly activities, so how are you devotees? What devotional service you're doing? That is what they think, and they misunderstand our devotional service by with some materialistic thing. That is why it is Prabhupada is saying, although the discharge of devotional service appears to be like material activities, they'll think that we are doing material activities, but they are not seeing that Krishna is the center. Krishna never asked us to stop and completely refrain from doing anything and just chant and don't not do any other mundane thing. He's saying you have to perform your occupational duties, you cannot run away from that, but that should be offered to me. That is the right process. So although others will see us as doing our material activities, but actually that is devotional service, devotional service, and offered to Krishna, that gets purified. Tad gunashrayaya means the Lord Krishna's transcendental qualities are so sublime that there is no need to divert one's attention to any other activities. We don't need to do yogic other kind of activities, like there are three other: jnana yoga, karma yoga, cultivation of knowledge, or any kind of mystic yoga or eightfold yoga process that is mentioned in verse 25, 25, 24 or 25, that this mystic yoga and these processes can will actually distract us and make our process even longer, because we have to ultimately come to devotional service only. These processes are not permanent, they're not going to give us permanent fruits. It will take time also, and it is very exhausting. So it's better to take to Krishna consciousness directly. And it's been it I mean, Krishna has made it so easy for us that you just have to, um, you just have to substitute, or you have to add Krishna to whatever you're already doing. No one is asking to leave activities that you're doing, but you have to add Krishna, and it gets purified in the matter of time. So there's no need to divert to other attention to other activities. Krishna consciousness will give you everything. His behavior with the devotee is so exalted that a devotee need not try to divert his attention to any other worship. It is said that demonic Putana, such a beautiful example is given here, that Putana actually, her intention was to kill Krishna. Although her intention was to kill Krishna, but Krishna was pleased to suck her breast. She was given the position of his mother. This is how merciful Lord is. He accepted it as a service, although the intention was not pure. Devotees therefore pray that if a demon who wanted to kill Krishna can get such an exalted position, why should we go to any other person? Why should we go to any other demigod than Krishna for their worshipful attachment? There are two kinds of religious activities, one for material advancement, another for spiritual advancement. Two kind of religious activities, and that is what we also mentioned, that four kind of elevate processes of elevation. One process was religious elevation. So people in among those four kind of activities, they most of the people follow religious activities for material advancement, but an intelligent person will not do that. He will do religious process for spiritual advancement. Although even if someone wants to utilize, if someone has material desires and you still have desire, you still want some progress, and you still have some material attachment or inclinations, you don't want to go back to Godhead unless that is fulfilled. Krishna, it is advised in Srimad Bhagavatam, even though you have those desires, come to Krishna only, because Krishna has six opulences. Because Krishna has all these six opulences, Krishna can give it to you. Why to go to some a demigod? The supreme personality of Godhead can give us even material and spiritual both. So there is like you get one and buy one and get one free. It's like that. Krishna is even giving that. You take to spiritual advancement and material will follow, but that shouldn't be our consciousness. Although the ultimate goal is spiritual advancement, but if someone still has material desires, that will also be fulfilled by Krishna only. So why should we go to someone else and distract our minds? By taking shelter under the lotus feet of Krishna, one is endowed with both kind of prosperity, material and spiritual. Why then should one go to any demigod? so easily. And there's so many verses in Srimad Bhagavatam saying the same thing, that even for material advancement also, you come to Krishna only, because the process will ultimately purify us. So because this chapter is about entanglement in fruitive activities, we now know what Krishna is actually advising us. Then entanglement in engagement in Krishna consciousness and application of devotional service unto Krishna make it possible to advance in knowledge and detachment as well as in self-realization. So Kapil Muni further explaining why to take to Krishna, why to become a devotee, why to do devotional service. For those people who think that, no, if I come to Krishna, I've heard that whoever comes to Krishna, they only cry. They're only crying. There is only dukh. There is only misery in their life. They're always Krishna takes everything away from them. I've heard some of the people saying these things, that no, I'm scared of doing bhakti and coming to Krishna, because I've heard that he takes everything away and you have nothing but you'll just cry. I've seen devotees crying only. So sometimes that makes people worry about coming to Krishna consciousness and taking to devotional service. But actually, Krishna doesn't do that immediately. Krishna will see the level of devotee, the level of devotional service, the intensity, the sincerity. And when he sees that, oh, this is a new devotee, very new devotee, if I take away everything from him now, he will not even take my name. For someone who's very advanced in their, from lifetimes after lifetimes, or maybe they are very advanced in their bhakti, then Krishna thinks that now he has learned all his lessons in the past. Now I don't want him to become attached to all these material things. I'll take everything away now. Now is the right time for him to just think about me. So we have example of Srila Prabhupada. He, although we might not be aware of everything, if we have read Lilamrita and we've heard it, then we would know that he materially he was very good, in a good position. He was a pharmacist. He had his business going on very nicely, but something happened really bad with him as well, that his I think his shop or something got burnt, or everything was taken away by Krishna actually in that ways. And then he realized that now I have nothing else to do but completely surrender to Krishna. And after many years, Krishna, his Guru Maharaj gave him instruction when he was very young to go in the West and preach. But Krishna was actually preparing him in all these years. He was doing his material duties and also keeping Krishna in the center. He was getting ready for that big responsibility. And finally, after many years, Krishna, when had special mercy on him, he took everything away. Business gone, everything gone, now wife gone, now it's just Krishna and the mission of spreading Krishna consciousness. And we have to really let go of material attachments and let go of smaller taste. If you really want to do something big, you have to let go of things. If you want to become even in universities and in your school time or college time, if you really want to get really good marks, you have to let go of your attachment to phone, going out, talking to friends, and so many things. So this is about God realization. You have to actually be very austere and sincere in that. Anyway, that is for a pure devotee, that Krishna takes away everything. But for those people who are scared that I will not do bhakti because everything will be taken away, we are not at that level yet. If things are being taken away from us, that is because of our karma, not to blame Krishna for that. So Krishna will actually give in the beginning. Okay, if you have material desires, okay, let me fulfill it, because Krishna wants us to see the results of getting the fruits of material activities. We will be frustrated. We ourselves will not be able to handle it. We'll be so frustrated that then we will become serious. So that is why, whatever, no matter what the situation is, just Krishna should be our only go-to God. He should be worshipped in every case. An exalted devotee's mind becomes equiposed in sensory activities, and he is transcendental to that which is agreeable and non-agreeable. So just a quick one. The significance of advancement in transcendental knowledge and detachment from material attraction is exhibited in the personality of highly advanced devotees. For him, there is nothing agreeable nor disagreeable. He does only act in a way for he does not act in any way for his personal sense gratification. Whatever he does, whatever he thinks, is for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Either in the material world or in the spiritual world, his equiposed mind is completely manifested. He can understand that in material world there is nothing good. Everything is bad due to its being contaminated by material nature. The materialist conclusions of good and bad, moral and immoral, etc., simply mental concoction and sentiment. Actually, there is nothing good in this material world. In spiritual field, everything is absolutely good. Therefore, there is no inebriety in the spiritual varieties. Because the devotee accepts everything in spiritual vision, he is equiposed. That is a symptom of not of being elevated to the transcendental position. He automatically attains detachment, vairagya, then jnana knowledge, and then actual transcendental knowledge. The conclusion is that an advanced devotee dovetails himself in the transcendental qualities of the Lord, and in that sense, he becomes qualitatively one with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, what is being recommended here by Kapil Muni is, it is also said that we don't have to artificially get the qualities of a devotee. Sometimes we say, no, that I want to become tolerant, I want to become patient, I want to become humble, I want to become all these beautiful qualities that are also mentioned in Bhagavatam. We don't actually have to. We have to individually collect or individually work on these qualities, because when we start doing following the instructions as prescribed in the scriptures properly, Krishna's words properly, and start doing bhakti, take to devotional service, these qualities will naturally become part of our lives. These qualities will naturally start coming. And it is also said that whoever we worship, so for us, Krishna is our he is Supreme Personality of God, and he is our Ishta. He is everything for us. So we worship Krishna, and we actually start to develop the qualities of Krishna. So if whoever demigod someone worships, they actually start to get those qualities. They learn because they're chanting the name of that demigod constantly. In the same way, because we're thinking about Krishna all the time, reading about him, hearing about him, taking shelter unto him, we actually start to get those qualities that Krishna has. So qualitatively, we become like Krishna, but quantitatively, Krishna is the supreme. So for if you really want to know how advanced someone is, we will look into their qualities. And they are equiposed to everyone. They are equiposed. They don't think that, oh, this service is favorable to me, let me take it. This service is not favorable to me, I don't like such kind of services. I like preaching more. I will not do any cooking, cleaning, and these are not for me. So whatever Krishna offers them, whatever circumstances they are in, they don't blame anyone. They accept it as Krishna's mercy and Krishna's favor to them. For example, in Arjuna, when he was thinking himself as a materialistic person or in a material platform, he forgot about his position as a devotee or as a soul. Krishna reminded him of his position, became his guru and a friend also. Then Arjuna actually accepted what Krishna was asking him, that is, fight. He agreed to the plan of Krishna. He agreed to the plan of Lord, and then he actually became victorious because he didn't doubt. So whatever may come in our lives, we should accept it as an arrangement of the Lord. We shouldn't be blaming. So this is also quality of advancement, that we are advancing in our devotional service when we accept everything as mercy of the Lord. And verse 26 is more about the different realizations of Lord. So Lord is saying that he appears in different forms. So three forms mainly. I'll try to make it very short. So first is, we all must be aware of it anyway. First is impersonal form. Second is the super soul form, Paramatma form, and the third is Bhagavan form. So he, according to the level of understanding of a person, Krishna appears in a particular form in front of someone. So for example, if we can say, there's so many faiths in the world. Some people are Muslim, some people are Christians, some people different. There's so many faiths, but in every faith we'll see that there's focus on a particular. For example, in some faiths there's more focus on the soul. So we can say some spiritual practices which are mostly around Vedic, Ashtanga yoga, which means more pranayam, more of inner discovery. So that is more focusing on yoga, different types of yoga. They are all focusing on Paramatma form of a Lord, Paramatma form of the Lord, which is also the four-handed form of Lord. But Lord is saying that he doesn't show. Prabhupada is saying that Lord doesn't reveal his actual form to them. It is only hidden form, right? They can't meditate on that. And for jnanis who cultivate the knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in form of impersonalism, they will also be praying to the Brahman Brahma Jyoti of form of Lord, but they cannot see Lord, because Brahma Jyoti actually covers Krishna's body, covers Krishna's face. It is just an effulgence. So these people are jnanis, are actually worshipping the Brahman form or Brahma Jyoti form of Supreme Personality of Godhead. But the devotees of the Lord and the highest form worship of the Lord is in his personal form, which we are also trying to do in our devotional service, bhakti. We want to see Krishna face to face. We will be serving Krishna face to face. Neither of the jnanis or the yogis can see Krishna face to face. They cannot see Krishna face to face. And that is the highest level of bhakti or advancement that you can have in a spiritual life, that you associate with the Lord. So there are examples. For example, I don't want to say against any faith, but just giving an example, that there are people who will say that, oh, we don't believe in any form of Lord is nirguna, means he doesn't have. They will misinterpret things and speculate that he doesn't have any form. That is Lord. Actually, Lord cannot have any form. Lord can not have any so and so. And if they feel that there is no form of Lord, then what happens when they actually, after some time, they are the one who are actually worshipping a form. They themselves saying that there is no form of the Lord, but then they end up worshipping the form of the Lord only, or their spiritual teacher. They make a statue of the spiritual teacher, and then they start worshipping that form. If they really believe that there is no form, and then why are they worshipping that form also? They should not worship any form then, right? So this is also diplomacy, that not completely understanding things and just make speculating on things. So the best is to worship the personal form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And it's so easy to do. Even if we have a photo of Lord in our house and we do some artis and offer prasadam, bhoga, and honor prasadam, then our senses actually become controlled. So the sense control actually starts from our tongue. Prabhupada says it starts from our tongue, chanting and honoring prasadam, and then other sense organs will also become under control. And obviously talking about Krishna Katha. So I think yes. So one who reaches the supreme abode of the Supreme Personality of Godhead doesn't come back to this material world. But the other, when we go for the other forms and other forms of practices, we may have to return, because that is temporary. But when we go back to Godhead and face to face, we get chance to serve Krishna. There is no misery, there is no repeated birth and death, and then that is a permanent position. We should also realize, which is also mentioned in Sri Shopnishad also, every place and every space and everything belongs to to Vishnu, Krishna. Nothing belongs to us. Everything is Krishna's property, and we've just been given a little bit independence to utilize his belongings for realization of Vishnu only, which we actually misuse, and then we and getting tangled. So I think that's all for today, and I'll give Mataji chance to do the bhajan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Very nice class. Thank you so much and so well explained. Thank you. So, dear devotees, we're going to have our bhajan now. And Mataji is going to share the lyrics of the bhajan on screen. In the meantime, may I invite dear Pavani to read the English translation before Mamta Mataji sings the bhajan. The bhajan today is called Vraja Jana Sukhakari. So, Pavani, are you ready? As soon as the lyrics are shown on the screen, are you ready to read the translation, please?
Sure, Mataji.
Thank you. We'll just wait a moment. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Krishna.
Thanks. Can you see?
Yes, we can, Mataji. Thank you.
So English translations.
Refrain. Krishna gives happiness in the hearts of all the Vrajavasis. Radhe Shama, Shama Shama. He wears a peacock feather mukut, swinging makara-shaped earrings, and a Vaijayanti garland around his neck, and the sound of his ankle bells is full of rasa. Radhe Shama, Shama Shama. His lotus face is very beautiful, and his eyes are like lotus petals. Wandering here and there, he charms everyone with his flute and threefold curved form. Radhe Shama, Shama Shama. In Vrindavan, he tends the cows in the pasture, steals the gopis' mayas, and holds up Sri Govardhan Hill. Radhe Shama, Shama Shama. Sri Radha Krishna have united, and now the two have come as the beautiful golden avatara, preaching Kirtan Dharma. Radhe Shama, Shama Shama. I have no one but you in this world. You descend as the avatar of the beautiful name and beautiful form. Your lotus feet fill me with wonder, so this Narayan is filled with delight. Radhe Shama, Shama Shama. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Pavani. So nicely recited. Thank you. Mamta Mataji, are you ready to sing, please?
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much. Please accept
Thank
my
you.
humble obeisances. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to everyone. Thank you so much. So I'm going to sing this song. It is a very catchy song. It will be very nice if you all can sing behind the muted mics. After you can follow me also. So please forgive me. Can you all hear me clearly?
Yes,
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, we
Okay,
can.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. So the song name is Vrajajana Manasukhakari. It is written by Narayana Maharaja and the language is called Brajabhasa. Radhe Vrajajana Manasukhakari Radhe Shama Shama Sham Shri Radhe Vrajajana Manasukhakari Radhe Shama Shama Sham Radhe 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 Sham Vraja Janamana Sukhakari Radhe Shama Shama Sham Shri Radhe Vrajajana Sukhakari Radhe Shama Shama Sham Mor Mukut Makara Krita Kundala Galavejanti Mala Mor Mukut Makara Krita Kundala Galavejanti Mala Charananupur Rasal Radhe Shama Shama Sham Radhe Charananupur Rasal Radhe Shama Shama Sham O Radhe Sham 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 Vraja Janamana Sukhakari Radhe Shama Shama Sham Shri Radhe Vraja Janamana Sukhakari Radhe Shama Shama Sham सुन्दरवदन कमलदललोचन बाङ्की चित्तवनहारी सुन्दरवदन कमलदललोचन बाङ्की चित्तवनहारी मोहनवंशी बिहारी राधे श्याम 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 राधे मोहनवंशी बिहारी राधे श्याम 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 ओ राधे श्याम 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 राधे व्रजजन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम 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 राधे व्रजजन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम 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 वृंदावन में धेनु चरावे गोपी जन मनहारी वृंदावन में धेनु चरावे गोपी जन मनहारी श्री गोवर्धन धारी राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्री गोवर्धन धारी राधे श्याम 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 ओ राधे श्याम 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 व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम 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 राधे व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम 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 राधा कृष्ण मिली अब दो गौर रूप अवतारी राधा कृष्ण मिली अब दो गौर रूप अवतारी कीर्तन धर्म प्रचारी राधे श्याम 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 राधे कीर्तन धर्म प्रचारी राधे श्याम 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 ओ राधे श्याम 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 व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम 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 राधे व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम 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 तुम बिना मेरे और न कोई नाम रूप अवतारी तुम बिना मेरे और न कोई नाम रूप अवतारी चरणन में बलिहारी राधे श्याम 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 राधे चरणन में बलिहारी राधे श्याम 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 नारायण बलिहारी राधे श्याम 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 नारायण बलिहारी राधे श्याम 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 ओ राधे श्याम 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 व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्यामा श्यामा श्याम राधे व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम 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 हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे व्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Radhe Vraja Jana Mana Sukhakari Radhe Shyama 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 Narayana Balihari Radhe Shyama 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 Radhe Vraja Jana Mana Sukhakari Radhe Shyama 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 Narayana Balihari Radhe Shyama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Radhe Radhe Hari Bol. Thank you so much everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mamta Mataji. I felt like I'm in Vrindavan. Very
Mataji, thank you so much because it was so nice. This
completely
song just
absorbed.
came today in the morning, you know, when Amrita Mataji sent me a message. I said, which song should I sing? And
It's
then
so
suddenly this song came. Thank you so much. Thank
very
you.
beautiful. Literally, I hear this bhajan a lot. I mean, I've heard it on YouTube many times.
Aha.
And you've sung it exactly as it is.
Oh, thank you, Mataji. Yes, I tried to. Thank you
Very
so
beautifully
much.
and with full
Thank you so
devotion.
much for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Hare Krishna, Mamta Mataji.
Thank
Beautifully
you,
sung.
Mataji.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. All your blessings, Mataji. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. So, Mataji, can we have some questions or reflections from anyone in the audience about today's class? Anyone would like to participate?
Yes, any reflections or anything related to this topic? Actually, I narrated the pastime of Gokarna and Dhundukari. You will not find it in Bhagavatam, but that was the reason why I was attracted to Bhagavatam.
Sorry, we can't hear you, Mataji.
Can you hear?
Yes, now little bit. It's breaking down.
Yeah, intermittent. Yeah. Could you repeat what you just said, please, Mataji? Srilalita Mataji? We can't hear you. We've lost your audio.
I got attracted to Bhagavatam after hearing this. I don't know what happened. Can you hear me, Mataji?
It's still breaking in between. So you're going very fast and then again going slow.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's better, I think.
I think I'll then maybe.
It's better now, Mataji. We can hear you.
Maybe next time, Mataji.
We can hear you now, Mataji. We can hear you.
Just saying the importance of hearing is so much. It's mentioned even Ekadashi fast, Katha about Ekadashi. If we hear the significance of Ekadashi on the day of Ekadashi, it is very, very beneficial for our consciousness. So hearing has been given a lot of importance in scriptures. So that's what all I was saying.
Thank you, Mataji. Absolutely.
That's very true. Yes, thank you. So if there are no questions or reflections or then we can end the class. Is that okay, Srilalita?
Yes,
Susevini Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
All right. So, dear devotees, let's all unmute and say three loud Haribols to both Matajis. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let's all put our hands together. Let's say our final prayer, which is Vanchakalpat. Please join in. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo
pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnavrinda ki
Jai.
Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai. Srimad
Srimad
Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Jai.
Hare
All
Krishna.
glories, all
Hare
glories, all
Krishna.
glories to everyone. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.